viewers our sense of humility with which we accept the mandate that has been delivered by people in 81 municipalities, which is roughly 17% of the total electorate in the state. And it is from this point of view that we think that it is unfair on anybody's part, even on the part of a victor like Ms. Mamata Banerjee, to claim that this is the opinion of the electorate of the people of the state as a whole. And I think people had given us a mandate in 2006 for working 5 years, and we are prepared to face the people once again after that 5-year tenure and tell them what we could do, what we couldn't, and why we couldn't, and then it is up to the people to decide.
Okay. Abhishek, Manu Singhvi and Chandan Mitra also with us. Okay, go on.
Just a minute, and I think Mr. Akbar is sounding little fatalistic. We do not think so. Yes, the victory margin is big, but again with little objectivity, if one studies, one will find that as compared to 2009 Lok Sabha elections, the left has actually won 78 wards more than what it did in the 2009 elections.
Chandan Mitra, can the left make a recovery from here? Mr. Mitra, can the left make a recovery from here, and does Mamata Banerjee need the Congress? Because now the indication is that even if she were to go into these elections all by herself, she could still win a majority, maybe not as much as she would get with the Congress, but a majority for sure.
Yes, but at the outset, let me say that, my very good friend, Mr. Nilotpal Basu, is seeking solace in statistics. I think that is going to mislead their party. It's not for me to comment, but, when you seek solace in statistics of this kind, that 78 more wards compared to 2009, I think that is an indication of defeatism than confidence. But to your specific question, whether Mamata needs the Congress, I think definitely Mamata can ensure a very, very clear-cut victory if she goes with the Congress. But what has been proved in this election, and this is what she set out to prove, that if the Congress wants to ally with her, the Congress will have to ally on her terms. She will decide how many seats the Congress will contest, which seats the Congress will contest, and she will ensure that the maximum winnability rests with her. Now, Congress has to realize that reality, and if they think that Mamata Banerjee is not giving them sufficiently winnable seats, the Congress may again kind of pull out and register their protest. I think at this rate, Mamata Banerjee can still win, but 100% surety will come only if the Congress is with her.
Okay.
But the way she has treated the Congress this time, I think the Congress will be very, very loath to go into an agreement with her once more again.
Okay, you're saying the Congress can register its protest by going by itself, but Abhishek, Manu Singhvi, that protest in the end might not count for much. Rahul Gandhi has been propounding an Ekla Chalo policy all across the country. It seems that in West Bengal there isn't much resonance for that policy. The Congress by itself without Mamata Banerjee's support doesn't seem to count for much. Dr. Singhvi?
I must start, Rahul, by saying that your voice is very, very broken and indistinct. But from what I've understood of the question, I must start by saying that certainly we are ourselves very contrite that our performance in West Bengal should have been much, much better. But we joined the celebrations because after all, this party, the Trinamool Congress, which has done so well, is ultimately our ally in Delhi. And the marriage is strong and healthy and harmonious in Delhi. We were not able to marry in the first place in West Bengal, so there's no question of divorce or separation. Ideally, we should have married, we could not, but we can still, I think, exercise our option of celebrating them and endorsing them and lauding them for their victory at the local level. There is no question of them needing us or not needing us. I think we fought the election separately. We want to stand on our own feet, and we definitely want to do much better. Now that the elections are over, I don't see any reason why, on balance, the harmony in view of our coalition in Delhi, which Mamata ji herself has very strongly endorsed and spoken about recently. In view of that, I see no reason why we should be pessimistic about future relations.
Okay, you're saying that the relationship is healthy and harmonious. I want Vinod Sharma's and Javed Ansari's thoughts on this. Mamata Banerjee has been a very difficult ally from the issue of the CBI probe on the recent train attack. There have been, to her absenteeism from key cabinet meetings, there have been several issues of discord. What does this victory mean for Mamata, the cabinet minister, and Mamata, the ally for the Congress?
Well, she's always been, her heart was always there in Calcutta. I mean, her real objective is to become the chief minister of West Bengal. And I think that she has progressed very well till now towards that objective. The big question is whether the Congress will be part of a government which she forms eventually, if she does, in Kolkata. I have my doubts, you know. If the seat sharing arrangement does not proceed well, there could be a strong possibility of the Congress supporting her government from outside, because Mamata as an administrator does not inspire much confidence. You know, I mean, her track record as railways minister hasn't been really very shining. She in fact has been running the ministry through sheer absenteeism, through remote control.
And that's not something the government has been able to prevent, despite the displeasure at the top. That's not something the government has been able to prevent. And now a resurgent Mamata, is she likely, Javed, to prove to be a bigger headache for the government?
But certainly she'll flex her muscles, she'll become far more aggressive, and she's going to renegotiate the terms of the alliance in Bengal. She will only give them a handful of seats. Mr. Akbar was talking of a post-poll scenario even before they go to elections. I think she's going to she not only take the majority of seats, but the Congress will really be squeezed hard. And it's a very sad situation for the Congress to be in, where they are cheering the victory of another party and rather than, you know, lamenting what's happened to them.
But one of the interesting things about this election is that the left's gains in some I am assessing, because we don't have full details, Nilotpal of course would know better, there has been at the expense of the Congress rather than at the Mamata. I mean, for example, in our finance minister's constituency in Jangipara, that has been at this thing. Number two, you don't take Calcutta and Salt Lake too seriously, you know, because I mean that was a known result. In fact, if anything, the left did better than I expected. But what is interesting to me, and that's why, as I said, sounded fatalistic, was Bardhaman. If Bardhaman goes out of left control, then it's trouble. I know that they won Asansol and Raniganj next door, but Bardhaman is the heart and soul. That is Hare Krishna Konar's contribution. That is what kept the left alive. I mean, I'm happy that the left was kept alive. I'm not for so long, because left ensured, you know, peaceful relations, intercommunity relations. Let's not forget that Bengal is a partition state. Right? And if you talk of instability that you were saying, my God, I'm from Bengal. I don't want instability in my state.
I think
You're already Mr. Akbar is already beginning to talk about the left in the past tense.
And I think that the people will remember the left more and more if Mamata fails as an administrator. There is a real danger of that happening.
Yeah,
and that is why I see the Congress supporting her from outside to work with Mamata.
Which would be unstable, Vinod.
Well,
I mean, if Congress supports from outside, she cannot deliver a stable
let me get
government.
Sudeep Bandyopadhyay to respond to this. Mr. Bandyopadhyay, in her performance as the railway minister, Mamata Banerjee reflects her administrative capabilities, and people who look at that very carefully are deeply concerned about what this lady might do once she becomes chief minister. If she were to get that post she so deeply desires, it could be a disaster. This is a sense that people in West Bengal have as well, that where is the administration, where is the ability to deliver governance? There is absolutely no representation of that. Are you concerned? How will the TMC respond to that?
Better I say, a section of the politicians and a few leaders of few political parties, they are always is an attempt to see that Mamata cannot give time in Bengal. Whether she is performing or discharging her responsibilities as a railway minister properly or discharging her responsibilities with efficiency, that is not the matter that they are in a mood to go into. They are only in a mood to see that how she can be restrained and how she can be kept always away from the field of political arena of Bengal.
Okay,
because they are well aware that once
Sudeep Bandyopadhyay is saying this is a conspiracy
election,
of people trying to pin Mamata Banerjee down. Do you doubt her ability to govern Bengal if she were to be chief minister? Because going by her track record in the railway ministry, there is a lot to be desired, sir.
Well, you No, I don't think that we should judge her administrative capability on the basis of her performance in the railway ministry alone.
What she placed in the budget
I think she has not as yet got a chance.
fulfilled.
She has not really got a chance to administer Bengal. Now, Mamata Banerjee is often underestimated here because she behaves in a very unconventional manner. But there is a very canny politician behind that unconventional behavior, and I think that we will be premature in passing any comment about her being unable to run an administration till she gets a chance. And I agree with Mr. Akbar that in all probability she will get a chance. Let us give her a
Abhishek
chance
Manu
before we pass
Singhvi,
this
as of now the writing on the wall is that Mamata Banerjee will get a chance. Would the Congress like to be inside, writers building supporting her, or supporting her from the outside?
Are you talking about the assembly elections?
That's correct, sir.
Yes, certainly we are very hopeful that as far as the left is concerned, this will be their last year after a long time when the assembly elections are held. We want definitely to be very strong and significantly improve our performance in West Bengal. I think time will tell, but I think the indications from the date of the Lok Sabha polls, now the municipal polls, and as we go along closer and closer to the date, I think there is absolutely no doubt in anybody's mind that one thing is clear: the left's days are numbered. What the inter-se breakup or performance between Trinamool and the Congress will be can be a matter of detail, can be a matter of some debate and speculation, but as far as the writing on the wall and the end game of the left is concerned, it is clearly, unambiguously there.
You're saying the left's days are numbered. Nilotpal Basu, I'm out of time. Final comments from you. MJ Akbar saying he's most disconcerted by the fact, and he understands West Bengal politics better than everybody else. He says he's most disconcerted by the fact that the left is losing out in its traditional rural bastions. That's where you've got your support for the last 3 decades. That's where people are deserting you. The writing on the wall seems to be the left's days are numbered, Mr. Basu.
I think Mr. Akbar, the comments that he was making about Bardwan, I just want to point out that yes, true, but this result was there in some of these municipalities even in the Lok Sabha elections. In fact, in 2 of them we have done better than what we did in the 2009 Lok Sabha elections. But that apart, I think so many people want to see Mamata Banerjee as the Chief Minister of West Bengal, right from Abhishek, Singhvi and Kishanji of the CPI Maoist. But in our enthusiasm, we should not lose sight of the people. Ultimately, I think neither media nor political spokespersons, but the people of Bengal will decide who will be the next Chief Minister of Bengal, and we are one
well, Mr. Basu, the people of Bengal have spoken today, and they don't want to see any of the 2 people you've named. They want to see Mamata Banerjee. That seems to be the writing, and it seems to be red, green and blue all over the streets of Bengal.
I think don't be opinionated. Let the people decide on the right date, and if that happens, we are going to graciously accept that kind of a verdict.
This is the first time I've seen the left even prepared to consider the possibility of losing Bengal, and that's very important. And on that note, I'm going to end this show. This is the first time the left is openly talking about the possibility of losing Bengal. They could lose Bengal, they could lose Kerala, and that would be a double whammy of sorts for the left. For the moment, Nilotpal Basu, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Chandan Mitra, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, many congratulations once again. It's been a tough few days for you. Didi being criticized for being absent from Delhi, but the electoral dividends are there. Mr. Akbar, Javed Ansari and Vinod, thank you very much for joining us on the center stage. Face Off up next is Action Station.